Yes, we are back from off the chest for the summer. We are back with a vengeance. You guys thought we were gone. You guys thought we faded away. We are here, back in the primo time of year. This is September, going into October. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey right around the corner. You got it all right now, so this is where we rock and roll. I got Jake and I got Z-Man on the line. Jake, how you doing?
Great. Good to be back. It's great to be back. A great feeling. Excited for the year. It's going to be a good year for all sports, and we'll see where it takes us.
Yeah, let's hope New York does something and something. Who knows? Z-Man, how you doing? How was your summer?
Hey, Joe Cap. It was filled with golf and Miller Lights and concerts. Got to see your stepbrother in concert, David Lee Roth.
Nice.
Enjoyed that. That was a good show out of Turning Stone. Ran into our executive producer a couple times. The often mentioned and better received Maurice Mo Lapine.
Yes.
So we had some fun there too.
Yeah,
so
you
everything
guys.
all in all is good, man. And now we're back in the midst of it. This is the best time of the year, buddy.
Yeah, it is the best
the
time.
conclave of all the sports comes together.
Yeah, I love this time of year. So it worked out perfect. I thought about doing something maybe over the summer, but there really wasn't much to talk about. Everybody on, around the media was just talking about junk and, talking in circles. So I figured best bet was to wait until the season starts. At least now we got something to talk about with the first
maybe
weekend.
We can call 1-800-JUNK, Joe. They could be a sponsor.
Yeah, you got it, man. A lot of junk
Got
out there.
junk.
Got junk? Let us know. We got plenty of junk to talk about. So, all right, let's start with the NFL. This is week one. So, obviously there's some things that happen, some surprising, some not so surprising. Jake, let's start with you. What are your takeaways with the first weekend of the NFL?
I mean, it was a lot of, good games. I thought a couple of shockers. I thought some teams that weren't expected to do as well as they did well. Like, for example, Indy, breaks off of Miami.
Yep.
That was kind of a little bit of a,
there
not
you
a
go.
complete shocker, but.
No, a little bit, double whammy. Daniel Jones looked like Johnny Unitas, and Miami looked like the Jets. That's basically what it came down to. Who would have thought that would have happened? I thought, I didn't think that was going to happen, but that's one. What other surprises you have or takeaways?
Oh gosh. Well, the Giants. We can start with the Giants. They are a complete and utter disgrace. They, I don't think we expected anything else out of them.
Yeah, I tend to differ a little bit. I think Washington is very good. I think that Giants fans out that are listening right now, let's see what happens against the Cowboys. If you got to show up against the Cowboys, but I think Washington is very good. They beefed up their D a little bit. So I just think they are. So, when I get to me, what about you, Z-Man? What's your first takes and what's your surprises for the weekend? I say.
I got two words for everybody out there. Okay,
go ahead.
You ready?
Yep.
Very easy.
I know what you're gonna say.
Micah Parsons.
Z-Man, you must have went out and bought beers on that when you knew they were getting them. That's for sure.
I got to tell you, I was a little surprised about how well he played.
Yeah,
he was dominant, man.
And he doesn't have the pressure.
He was in there, he changes the way teams play offense.
Like an LT type, kind of that kind of deal. Well, nobody's like LT, but you're right. You have to know where he is on the field. If you're the offensive coordinator, you got to run away from him, and you got to be careful when you're going for a pass, and who's got him. And that left tackle, right? Most of the time he's come from the left side. Let's say against a right-hand quarterback. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So he tips the balance of power in the NFC. The Packers are the youngest team in the NFL. and he made them younger. And now, if they can just get healthy offensively for their wide receivers, they're going to be a force coming down the road. Big test this week.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm coming right back quick.
Thursday night, right?
Yep, Thursday night against the Commanders. So
yeah, that's a great game.
So that was good. Following up on that, Aaron Rodgers. That was awesome. I'm happy for him. I'm glad he landed in Pittsburgh. And I'm going to tell you something. People better take notice, because if they keep him upright, he's going to have a say.
Yeah.
This guy is a Hall of Fame quarterback. He wants to go out on his terms, and he's going to. He's got a Hall of Fame coach letting him do his thing. And the Steelers, even though it was against the Jets are.
Jets defense was really ridiculous, but
they were lost.
They were lost at defense, but okay.
Yep, they were lost at the end, but you know what? Yeah. You got a new coach, and you got a new system. And I got to tell you, frankly, the press conference afterwards, I totally believe every word out of Rodgers' mouth.
Oh yeah,
I believe Aaron Glenn ran him out of town.
Absolutely.
I'm glad he bent the Jets over and stuck it up their ass.
Yeah,
because that organization has been shoddily run for like a long time, and that was really good. It was really good to see. And the last thing for me was, like, piggybacking off of Jake, I like this first week of football because I think you're going to see different things. And I think the teams that have been on the top are being served notice by the teams that are hungry. And I think you're going to see some really good football. Yeah. The one thing I don't like, real quick, and then we'll go to you, Joe, I'll give you my two don't likes.
Go ahead.
One, I don't like international football.
Yeah, I know.
That Chiefs game in Brazil.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of international football. I think the NFL has really got to look at it and why they're playing more internet. I know why they're doing it. Like the Who sings, Deaf, Dumb, and Blind Man sure plays a real pinball. I mean, it's all about the money. But I'm not a big fan of it. And
I agree.
I think that they really got to look at it. And the second thing I'm not a fan of is the no-hitting in the preseason, because you need to look at all the soft tissue injuries that happen in week one, where good players are now going to be sitting out for a while. Yep. It's hamstrings, it's groins, it's knee injuries, it's ankle injuries. And a lot of that is attributed to the fact that they're not physical in preseason. They don't hit. They practice very little.
Well, they
want to shorten this.
Yeah.
And you're going to start seeing it a lot more going forward if they go to 18 games.
Yeah,
18 games is a bad thing.
Yeah,
it's bad.
The NFL should be changed to the $, $. I mean, it's ridiculous. They are going to squeeze every dime, and this is one of the things I got to get off my chest, which I will shortly. But they are going to squeeze every dime out of the fan. They're going international, which I agree. I think it takes away. Football is not an international sport. NBA, okay, I could even see the NBA even having almost having either a division.
In the NHL, you can play internationally,
right?
In baseball, you can as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, you go to Japan. I get it. Yep. That's awesome. And even South America. I mean, you do some, Venezuela, and you do Panama, and you do. Yeah, I mean, there's no question about it. But football, it's just, to me, it's just a money grab, and it's all about making money. It's not like that game was kind of bland because it was in, you either have the Chiefs fans. All right, granted, the Chargers probably don't have the greatest fans, but the Chiefs fans, I mean, come on. And then you're playing in a neutral site out of the country.
On a soccer field.
On a soccer field. On one of those slippery, wet, grass field. Yeah, I agree. I have to agree with you, man. But, all right, so my takes for the NFL start with, unfortunately, the Jets and the Giants. The Jets surprised me. I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it. I am thinking glass half full. I am usually a half empty guy. I'm Mr. Negative. Just ask my wife. I am Mr. Mr. Negative. That game was a kick in the fucking balls. And I even called, it's funny, who's the girl who does, there's a girl who does the 1 o'clock on the Mad Dog channel. So I was driving down. What's it? Katie something. Katie whatever. So I had to call.
Katie Seagal?
No, Katie something.
You know, remember from
Katie Seagal.
Home of the greatest football player ever, Al Bundy.
Yes. But I called her because they were talking about the worst games. The games where you waited because they were talking about how the Buffalo fans left and they actually came back and won. So I told her about the Jumbo Elliott touchdown pass where me and John Eshu, Ash, if you're listening, you remembers very well, we stayed to the very end of that game and everybody left at halftime. Well, everybody, half the place. And then 3/4 of the place left by the third quarter. Me and Ash stayed to the end. There was maybe 15, 20,000 fans left, and they came back and won with a Jumbo Elliott catch in the end zone. It was freaking crazy. But that's the only time I can remember the Jets. But anyway, going back to the Jets, they have a quarterback who looks like a quarterback, for starters. I was shocked how good he looked, and an offense that looked like an offense. Now, granted, their defense got pretty much whipped. Their defensive backs Sauce, got to make plays here. They made too many mistakes. So here we go. That's all Jets. But I think that if you're building something from scratch, which is what they're doing, which they have been for the last 50 years, all right, it's got some positives. So that's all I'm going to say about the Jets. I'm not going to get into the whole bull crap about how they blew the game and all that crap, but we all saw it. Now, as far as the Giants go, I mean, it looks like Russell Wilson's pretty much at his end. I don't know if he has anything really left. We'll see next weekend. It might be hard to put Dart in there because the team isn't that great, and you don't want to throw him into the dogs. So who knows what's going to happen with them. I do think Washington is a really good team. And I think that Washington is going to fight it out to come out of the NFC. I really do. I think they're going to be tough. They're going to be a tough out, whoever gets them. So that's my take on the Giants. I think the Giants will show us a little bit more against the Cowboys. Cowboys, I mean, they outplay and lose. They're like the Jets. They're not as horrific as the Jets, but they're pretty horrific. They find a way to lose. They outplay the teams and then still lose. Dak's not a winning quarterback. He's a very good quarterback, but he's not a winning quarterback. So the Cowboys are a team that I kind of look at and say, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be fighting for that NFC. I think there's too many teams that are better than them. And, but now I want to go to two things I want to get off my chest because this is the show, right, Z-Man? OTC off the chest? All right.
You got it.
I am sick and tired of every single first down. The player gets up and sticks his arm out and faces the first down more. Who gives a shit? We know you got a first down. We know that it's a first down. We don't want to see you lift your arms up and point down to the field that, hey, look at me, I got a first down. Yes, especially when you're losing and it's in the first fucking quarter. I mean, what are you talking? I mean, listen, if it's third down and it's the fourth quarter and you got to get a first down to win a game, all right. But holy shit, every single first down these guys they get up and they make the first down signal. Enough already. Enough. I see the game. I see you got the first down. That's what you're fucking supposed to do. I mean, but anyway, that's one. Now, number two. The NFL is just bending the fans over and giving it to them, and it's ridiculous. How much they charge for everything is ridiculous. Going to a game, I'm telling you, Z-Man, this is the God's honest truth. I don't think you could pay me, pick me up in a limo, especially go to MetLife Stadium, the worst stadium on the freaking planet, drive over to MetLife Stadium in that freaking traffic in a limo, take me up to a luxury box, and let me watch any of those games. And then take me home. Because guess what? That's 6 hours of my life where I could watch the game on TV in my own house, and it would take the length of the game, and that's it. It is ridiculous. And they just bang you over the head for everything. Parking, food. You can't even park anywhere. You got to take a bus. It's ridiculous.
Here's the thing, though, Joe. But here's the thing, though. That's all relative. Like you guys are from. People don't know.
Yeah, no, Charlotte's
that
much
Joe
better.
And his son Jake are from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Right.
All right. So it's
our adopted
relative.
home. Yes.
Right. It's relative to going to a game at what's the name of it? Panther Stadium?
Yeah,
Or
the Bank of America.
Stadium.
Yeah. I mean, listen,
versus going to the
Charlotte.
Meadowlands.
Charlotte's very rare. Charlotte, there's only a couple of towns. Charlotte Stadium is in the downtown area. You can take mass transit. Me and Jake take the train, and we walk down to the stadium. It's awesome. And you know, Rich Pacelli, he drives down from up in Lake Norman, but it's not a bad drive for him. Obviously, he's a season ticket holder for 30 years. But I'm just saying, that's a very rare situation. Most places, like in Miami, you got to drive into the middle of a swamp to go to the stadium. You know, places like that.
That stadium is a bad thing. But a bigger bitch that people can have is the streaming platforms where you're going to start getting tagged.
Oh yeah,
a lot of money.
Yep.
To watch, like sports in general, but the NFL in particular.
It's right around the corner.
You're about ready to. You're going to have to pay a lot of. Like, do you realize the streaming platforms that you're going to need?
Everything. Every one of them.
Like the other night, you needed like NBC, CBS, Fox. Then you needed like YouTube.
Yeah.
Then, like this week, you needed ESPN. You're gonna need like the NFL Network. You're gonna need Amazon Prime. You're gonna need Netflix,
Peacock.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's all bullshit.
That's the bigger bitch.
Yeah, and they're going to make you pay for it. Now they're doing it for free to hook you in, and then they're going to. How about wasn't it last year that there was a playoff game on Peacock, and you had to actually subscribe? Yep. That is bullshit. But you know,
and you're gonna have to pay a lot more money this time around.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
No one's talking about the fact that ESPN over the off season acquired basically the NFL Network and its properties.
Yeah, so I heard something like that. Yeah.
So this year you're getting basically a pass, but at the end of September, you're going to be bombarded with commercials for ESPN, and they're going to want you to buy their bundle.
Yeah, they're going to go.
Because a lot of the NFL programming, like the Red Zone and things like that, by the end of this season, it's going to go to a bundle property situation where you're going to have to spend money to get it unless you can pirate it.
Yeah, and it's going to be all a la carte. You're going to have to buy the ESPN app. You're going to have to buy the NBC app. You're going to or Peacock, and then you have to buy the CBS Sports app and the CBS. It's all. I mean, it's enough. I mean, I can't take it. It's ridiculous. And really, I'm the biggest sucker. Talking right now, I am the biggest sucker. And it's like, why should I sit in front of my TV and pay to watch this shit? I should be out in a golf course. And you know what? I think I'm going to start doing that because I don't give a shit what
That's
it is.
Where I was Sunday.
I'll tape the game or I'll watch it when I have a chance. It doesn't matter if it's on a platform. I don't have to watch it live. Fuck it.
That's where I was Sunday, Joe.
Exactly.
I was playing golf.
Exactly. I mean, I got to do that. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I just hate the way the NFL just tries to just make every single buck they can, and it just drives me nuts, and I had to get it off my chest. Right, Z-Man?
Hey, Joe.
Yes, sir.
You know who the bigger suckers are?
Who?
The ones that didn't get on the off-the-chest pick train.
Yeah, where are they? Year. Let's go. We got
to... Do they realize, Joe, that I went a documented 62%? And if you don't believe me, you can go back to our archives, which are on YouTube.
Yes,
and
sir.
You can listen to them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Z-Man's got the picks. He's got the six-pack. So all you listeners out there, spread the word. If you want the Z-Man six-pack, you got to go on Off the Chest. We are on YouTube, and
Yeah.
we're working on getting on one of these I think Spotify we're trying to get on. We're working on that. So if you but just spread the word. Spread it to your buddies. Let them know, hey, listen to us and get the Z-Man. Get on the Z-Man train. Let's go, Z-Man. What are your
All right,
picks?
here we go. Real quick, get your pens and pieces of paper
Let's
together.
go.
Buddy. Here we go. Here's our run to the end zone 2025, our first week.
Little applause from the
We're
crowd.
going to go with 3 NFL and 3 college. Quickly, in college, this week, we're taking Northwestern plus 28 points at home versus Oregon. Oregon's been riding high on the hog. Now they travel for the first time this year. They go back across the country, and it's going to be Northwestern plus 28. The other 2 games are kind of tied together. Last week, South Florida upset Florida in the swamp. So this week, what we're going to do is we're going to come back and we're going to take South Florida plus 17 on the road at Miami of Florida. And we're going to take the University of Florida plus 8.5 at LSU. So in college, we're getting Northwestern plus 28, South Florida plus 17, and Florida plus 8.5. And quickly, in the NFL, we got 3 of them for you. We're taking the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers is for real, people. Home opener against the Seahawks, traveling coast to coast. The Seahawks have an offense featuring Joe Cap, Jake Cap, and myself. Enough said.
Yes.
Steelers, lay the 2.5. We're going to take the Bears in a bounce back situation after they got beat last night by the Vikings. We're going to take them plus 4.5 at the Lions. The Lions, I just don't think are that good. And we're going to find out that they're really not that good. And our last pick of the week is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals at home. We're going to lay the 3.5. We don't like laying 3.5 because that means it's almost you have to beat me by a touchdown. But I think this is a different Cincinnati Bengals team. I think the Jaguars under a new regime may be better, but you're going to have to show me. Give me the Bengals. I'll lay the 3.5. So in the NFL, our 3 picks are the Steelers, Bears, and Bengals. And that's your run to the end zone. First one of the year.
Yes.
There you go, boys.
Yes, gotta
love it.
love
What do you think? You think I got some winners?
Yes, absolutely, Z-Man. Of course you do. You're the Z-Man. You kidding me? Let's go, baby. Let's win. Let's make some money.
We're going to try to make some money, boys, so let's go.
I won my first game we were talking about that before the show. I won my first game with the fantasy. Z-Man lost, right? Z-Man, you went down?
Yeah, I lost. Jake, we miss you, buddy.
Yeah. Well, Jake's in it, but how many fantasy leagues are you in, Jake?
I got up to 3 now. Yeah. I got one with Tom and his buddies. So.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot to keep track of.
Unbelievable. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's switch gears before we go. Jake, give me your take on the Knicks situation. Brown and obviously Thibodeau going, and they actually did make a couple decent signings. Give me your take. What are you thinking?
They did. They added a couple of guys like Jordan Clarkson from Utah, who's reigning 6th man of the year. He won 6th man of the year. He could score off the bench, and then also Yabusele, who played in Philly last year, who recently just got back into the NBA. So I think those two additions are going to be key guys to the rotation. And I love their situation right now. And I think Mike Brown is going to be a perfect fit. I think he's in a good spot. and I think the players are gonna respect him too. So
All right. I mean, listen, we got a long way to go. Last time we talked, I think we were talking about the Knicks in the playoff run, which they did have. You know, it was a lot of fun. I'm hoping that they take a step forward. I mean, it's looks like they can. I mean, it's you know, you got to play the games, you got to be healthy, all that stuff.
In a month.
What's
They're
that?
going to be starting in a month.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, NBA's here. That's what I'm saying. September, October. Today's the 9th of September, and before you know it, it'll be basketball season and hockey will be actually
the
churning
NHL
too.
starts in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, Florida Panthers, Maroon, I piss me off. But what are you gonna do?
Hey, man.
What are you gonna do?
How good is that team?
Yeah, they're good. And the Rangers just stunk it up last year.
Yeah.
We'll see
The
what
Rangers
happens.
are now officially a middle-of-the-pack
They
hockey
are.
team. Man.
They're in the middle of. I don't see them going anywhere. But whatever. I've been waiting since '84. But we'll see what
Hey,
happens.
what about let's
94.
before we go, let's talk
84,
a little
94.
bit about the national pastime, man.
Yeah. All right. Baseball. Z-Man. Give me something. Give me something. What are you thinking? What are you seeing?
I think right now, man, people need to start paying attention to baseball because where most of the division races, well, I'm not going to say they're settled, but they're kind of getting comfortable. Boy, those wild card races are getting to be really good in both leagues.
Yeah, and that's a great deal. That wild card deal.
In both leagues, the American and the National, boy, the West, the Western divisions, man, there's some good baseball going on there between the Dodgers, the Padres.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. And then
those games are awesome.
Astros,
yeah.
Then the Astros, the Mariners, and the Rangers. And
the Rangers are back. Yep.
And when you look at the wild cards, boy, they're especially in the American League. The Yankees need to continue to win.
Oh yeah,
because there is probably, let's use the wild card and the contenders. There's probably 3 wild cards, and there's probably 3 or 4 teams that are within 3.5 games of that last wild card. Right. So it's getting really good. Do you realize there's 19 games left starting tonight?
Yeah,
wow.
That's somebody asked me that today. I said 18, 19. Yeah, I know. Yep. And listen, the Mets. Let's just remember the Mets. They are teetering. They are playing with disaster. And if they don't start winning, I mean, they can't play 500 ball either. They've got to win.
The Giants are only 3 back.
Yeah, there's 3 teams right on their ass. So you've got to win. You cannot go 500. You can't play win, lose, win, lose, win. That's not going to do it because one of those 3 teams could get hot, and then you're screwed, and you're out.
Baseball is such a marathon.
Oh, complete marathon. That's why you can't even talk about it in July and August, June, July. Because the teams are just jockeying for position, and then it's boom. It's here now. We're going down. From
the middle of June, middle of July to now.
Right
now, you see like really good. I'm sitting here in the studio watching the Yankees. Aaron Judge, by the way, just hit a home run.
Oh, I was going to say, what's the score? Yeah, about time.
1-0.
All right,
They're
good.
up 1-0 on Detroit. But
all right, beautiful.
It's so interesting now to watch. And like I said, like at this time of the year, with all the conclave of like sports all coming together, college football, Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, NHL. How can you beat it, man? This is great.
No, this is
Golf,
great.
Horse racing, tennis.
Yep. Yeah, and golf. I mean, all right, listen, we had a couple of nice tournaments. I think, what's coming up? Is the President's Cup? The Ryder Cup. Is it a Ryder Cup or President Ryder Cup? So that's coming up down in Bethpage Black. So that's going to be interesting. Everybody's talking about how they're gonna break Rory's balls and get on him and all that kind of crap. But it should be fun.
He's only probably the best or the second best golfer in the world, so break his ball.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's part of it, and they're saying that the way the crowd. Another thing, I was going to bring this up. I might as well, since you mentioned that. Fans got to calm down a little bit out there, man. I mean, what's going on?
How about the football game the other night?
Which one?
With the guy fucking pushing the guy from the Ravens.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That kind
I'm
of
like,
shit.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, I know.
Like, what are you thinking about?
That's my point exactly. And then fights in the stands, and going for the baseball with that girl, that Karen in Philly.
What do you guys?
I mean, jeez.
Let's finish the show off with that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second. Like, what do you guys think about that? I'm just kind of curious. It's an easy case, but I'm just curious.
Be civil. Be civil. You're a fan, all right? That doesn't mean you could do whatever the hell you want. See, what drives me nuts is people think they bought a ticket, they can do whatever the hell they want. No, you can't. All right? I mean, it's ridiculous. Listen, I yell and scream and cheer, and that's all good and everything. But I ain't punching nobody. I ain't grabbing nobody. I ain't pushing a player or grabbing a
Hang on, Cap.
Come on.
I got a better one for you. This is for Jake. So, like, Jake, you're from the generation of, like, technology. Like cell phones, cameras, like the whole 9 yards. How crazy is it that the woman in Miami about the baseball, the kid for the Phillies or whatever, how about like within 12 hours, they basically knew everything there was to know about that lady?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the scope of the internet and now. With electronics and stuff.
I mean, that's the other thing too is to tell don't do anything stupid because somebody's got a cell phone, somebody's gonna take a video of it. They're gonna find out who you are. So that's even more of a reason not to do anything stupid that you might be able to even get arrested for. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I mean, these fans, they got to calm down, man. I mean, shit, it's not life and death. I mean, you even hear some stories where people get beat up really bad. They got to go to the hospital and stuff like that. I mean, it's just too much of that bullshit going on, and I just can't stand it. That's another thing I wanted to mention before. I'm glad we brought it up. But anyway, all right, guys. So anything else before we go? We'll see you guys next week. You guys good?
Now we're back.
All right.
We're back.
Zman, Jake,
boys and girls.
Great to have you guys. Awesome. I'm psyched. We're going to be back next week. We hear from the crowd. Great to be back. We're going to be talking a lot of sports.
Are we going to be toasting a Jet victory, Joe?
Well, let's see what happens. I don't know if they can beat the Bills, but if they show up, I can't complain. At this point, they ain't going to win no Super Bowl, so let's not get too crazy, Jet fans. Same with you Giant fans out there. Don't get too crazy. You ain't winning no Super Bowl. So just win some games, get Dart going, and then we'll take it from there. Jake, we'll talk to you next week. Z-Man.
Yeah.
Good to talk to you, Jake.
Yeah, you got it, Z-Man.
Keep up the good work over at Johnson & Wales Hoops. All right?
All righty.
Z-Man. We'll see you next week. Keep those picks coming.
Let's get some winners. Let's get that six-pack of winners. Hey, we got to buy another six-pack next week.
Yep, and let's go.
Get those winners going.
And
we can't afford them with cans, Joe.
And let's hope
the Mets. Cans are only a nickel, buddy.
Yeah. Let's hope the Mets and the Yankees make it to the playoffs because they give us more to talk about. Because if the Mets don't make the playoffs, Mo will want to jump off a bridge, and we don't want that to happen. Go. All right, guys. Till next week
guys.
on Off the Chest. See you next week.